Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my own personal planner for homeschooling next year. And I went ahead and made my own. There are so many different options out there, but making my own allowed me to be able to create it the way that I want it and be able to have everything in it that I knew I would use. So with all of the free resources that are out there, this was not a hard thing to accomplish, and I will go ahead and link all of the resources that I've used in my planner below, so that way if you are inspired to make your own, you can use those. I went ahead and used a 2-inch binder, and that allows me to be able to add to it and put everything that I need in there, but obviously you can use whatever type of planner you want to use. The cover of my planner says, "When the world says give up, hope whispers try it one more time." And while homeschooling is such an amazing experience and I'm so blessed to be able to do this, it's not always easy. You are going to have ups and downs and things are going to get tough, and coming back and remembering why we are homeschooling will motivate us to go in the direction that we're supposed to go in. So the front page is just another quote of inspiration, and our homeschooling, the girls' name Shran's Grand Homeschool, so there's that. And on all of the pages I've used washi tape, and you can get any colors you want. I bought mine from Staples. The washi tape allows it to stay in there without ripping. I don't have any page protectors, so that's what I've used instead. Throughout this book, you'll notice a lot of different quotes, and I had a fun time coloring these. But I used these. I was inspired by Erin Condren's planner. I was not able to afford a planner like hers. While it's very beautiful, I did use some of her ideas and put it in my planner. So you will be seeing those. Next, I have a personal sheet that I've taken out, but this I probably will keep out. I don't really have a need for it. It just happens to be there currently. Each month I have the girls write their names so that we can track their progress on how they're able to write. This is my 3-year-old Charlotte's list and my 5-year-old Abriana's list. And it's fun to look back and see how much they've accomplished. These are my goals for this year, my homeschooling goals, my personal goals, my health goals, and my spiritual goals. And having these goals allows me to look and see what I want to accomplish. You get caught up in day-to-day life, and having this written down allows me to come back and say, okay, I'm accomplishing these goals, or I'm working towards these goals. And I hope by the end of the year I can look back and it's not just writing on paper. I can go back and really feel like I've grown as a person. Another quote. This is our attendance records. We've gone ahead and started a little bit. I'm tracking from July. So I've marked those 2 days. We are required to be in school a total of 185 days in our state. And so this will allow me to keep track. Another attendance sheet, just in case. I've decided to use the other one, but kept that one in there. Our field trip log. At this age, I have a preschool and a kindergartner. At this age, they learn so much through field trips and observing the world and being outside and doing things. So we will be doing a lot of that this year, and this is a log so I can keep track. And another. A quote. This is our calendar for next year. All of the orange are days that we're taking off, and all of the blue are days we will be in school. Like I said, we ended up starting in July, so these will change a little bit, but this is an overview. This is a list of holidays for next year. My kids are still learning what the different holidays mean, so I will plan a unit study around all of these holidays. And we also take off for days that my husband's off work so that we can spend the day with him. Another quote. These are calendars we're going to be using for homeschooling and our personal lives. Anything that we have to do or any meetings, appointments, sports, anything, we will jot that down in here. That way our family knows what's going on what days. This is our daily schedule. At this age, having a preschooler and a kindergartner, we aren't going to have a super tight schedule, but this will allow me to look at the day in a glance and plan different, breakfast, lunch, dinner, anything that I need to get done around the house, shopping list, what I want to remember today, telephone calls I need to make, and notes. This will definitely come in handy because I am a very visual person, and having things written down allows me to get things done. This is our weekly, the bones of the book. This is what I'll be using to plan out our lessons for each week. There's a lot of space, and while I don't think we'll need any more space, I did go ahead and leave the backs blank just so I could, as you see, write stuff down if I needed to. This is my home to-do list and my work or homeschool to-do list. And it's bright and it's colorful, and there are a lot of places to write what you need to get done, and there's a little checkoff area. So I really think we'll get a lot of use out of that. This is a month at a glance where I will write any unit studies or things that we need to get accomplished on here, and then I will transfer it over to the weekly. This is another weekly planning. I found this one first and found the other one later, and I'm sure I'll find something to do with this one. I might use it for my preschooler, but the spaces just are a little bit smaller, so I went ahead and used the other one. This is This Reading Mama's. It's thisreadingmama.com. This is her Letter of the Week series, and I've went ahead and printed out the first week for next year for my preschooler. And we're also going to be using the Letter of the Week by Confessions of a Homeschooler. So I have all of that curriculum in here. Next, I have our resource list for next year, the curriculum that we're using, all of the subjects that they are used for, who's going to be using them, and how many lessons or pages are in each book. Because when you have a more traditional curriculum like this, it's easier to plan a year in advance. So that will allow me to break it up into, I believe we're doing 32 or 36 weeks next year. So I'll be able to plan that much easier. It's a list of scientists and inventors, artists and composers that we'll touch on next year. I really, really like this, and it's a motto I hope to follow, and my kids learn that it's okay if they make mistakes, but try and keep trying, and eventually if you do not accomplish, you will get better and you will get closer to your accomplishment. But if you don't try, you'll never succeed. Next year, we're using 5 in a row, and we're using creating curriculums using literature. And this is a list of the books, so I can easily plan in advance and get whatever books that we need for the year. Skip counting and traceable letters for my preschooler. Just something I know we'll use a lot, so I kept it in here so it was easy to get to. a reading log for my kindergartner next year. Another. Here are the Common Core standards. This just allows me to be at peace with knowing that everything that needs to get accomplished baseline is getting accomplished. And then some. I'm sure we'll go way above, but there's just the standards. And lastly, in this book, I have assessments. I will be doing a before school, middle of school, and end of school year assessment with both of the girls. These are Abriana's. And Charlotte's. And I'm sure after this year, we probably won't be using them all. I'll be able to track where they are better, but since it's really our first official year homeschooling, the complete year, this will allow me to judge where they are and where we need to go. So I really hope that you found this video helpful and that it will inspire you to either make your own planner or to give you ideas on what you would like in a purchase planner. And if you have any ideas for other videos, please comment below, or if you have any questions on this personal planner, comment those below too. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. Have a great day and good luck planning for next year. Bye.